Welcome into beautiful Northwest Softball Stadium here on a sunny July afternoon, the first afternoon of July. We've got a top 5 showdown in the Central Iowa Metro League as the Johnston Dragons travel west to take on the Waukee Northwest Wolves, the #1 team in the state in this late season showdown. Both teams already punched tickets to byes in the first round of the regional playoffs. Northwest in Region 1, Johnston in Region 5. Johnston will take on the winner of Des Moines East and Dowling Catholic. Northwest taking on the winner of Council Bluffs Jefferson's or Sioux City West. So both teams, very good, have already punched their tickets. Kind of just a tune-up game for both squads. Northwest won the first 2 games in this series all the way back at the beginning of the season. They were dominant wins over the Johnston Dragons, 16-4 and 10-3 in that doubleheader. It's once again Sophia Schlater on the mound for the Wolves. She had a brilliant outing against the Dragons the first time. Gave up 4 runs in the first inning, shut out 6 after that. Leading off for the Dragons will be number 10, Grace Anderson, center fielder. Anderson batting .477 on the year. We are underway. First pitch swinging, foul ball. Anderson went after that one, looking to be aggressive tonight. Slight breeze coming into the field, will be hard to drive anything deep. Schlater the pitch. Anderson waits on that high. 1-1 the count. Schlater Swung on, fouled back, and into the net by Anderson. Slater deals the 1-2. Swung on, driven left field. Thompson out and grabs that in the sun for the first out.
Thompson with the catch for out number 1.
Out number 1. Solid contact for Grace Anderson. Brings up number 43, Reagan Pitts, the left fielder. Pitts batting .259 on the season. Pitch. High for ball 1. Comes the 1-0. A little inside for ball 2. Ahead in the count goes Pitts. Slater's had a very strong season. She started 22 games. She's 22-1 on the year. That's ball 3. Sorry, no, strike 2 actually. Both of those just catching the top of the zone. 1-2 the count. Slater fires. Swinging strike 3. Reagan Pitts goes down on strikes. First strikeout of the game for Slater.
25. Grace Rainers.
It's her 208th of the year. So I was mentioning Slater, a 22-1 record on the mound this year. 23 games pitched, 22 started. Brings up number 25, Gracie Reiners, the shortstop. High for ball 1. Reiners batting .390 on the year. Pitch in there for strike 1, right down the middle. Reiners waits. Slater deals the 1-1, foul back. Slater's been ahead in every count so far today. One more strike to go. 3 up, 3 down. Here's the pitch. And cuts the outside corner for strike 3. Northwest goes 3 up, 3 down in the top half of the first. We'll take a short break and be back. You're watching CIML Softball on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Welcome back to CIML Softball here on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Northwest in Johnston in this late season top 5 clash. Johnston went 3 up, 3 down to open the game, thanks to some strong pitching by Northwest. Sophia Schlater
number 11.
brings up the leadoff hitter. Number 11, the pitcher, Sophia Schlater. Schlater batting .371 on the year. Facing pitcher Jensen Tempas. Tempas deals. Tempas 17 starts on the season. She's gone 12-5 in those starts. ERA of .225. The 1-0. Low and away for ball 2. Tempas already behind in the count, not something you want to see. Schlater swings on that one. Strike 1 for Jensen Tempas. And here comes the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, chopped foul down the third base line. Brings the count to 2-2.
Go.
2-2 pitch. Swung on, driven into center field. Anderson settles under it for the first out.
Now up for the Wolves is your right fielder, number 1, Anya Van Zetten.
Brings up number 1, Anya Van Zetten, the senior. She takes ball 1 outside. Van Zetten averaging a staggering .510 batting average on the year. Appeared in 32 games, started 32 games. That ball high for 2-0 count. Tenpas once again behind in the count 2-0. She did recover the last batter. Ball low, ball 3. In the dirt, well done by Emily Swanee to cover. Tenpas steals the 3-0, just searching for a strike, can't find one. And Van Zetten walks.
Van Zetten draws the walk. That brings up your first baseman, number 7.
Number 7, Laurel Richards, the first baseman, with 1 runner on. Richards leads the Wolves in RBIs. 35 on the season. Just 4 home runs to go along with that. That ball popped up to the first baseman. Haxton under it. Gets the double play. Back to Willow Schmitz. That's 3 outs for the Johnston Dragons. Nothing at the end of 1. We'll take a short break. You're watching CIML softball on Central Iowa.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Welcome back to CIML softball here on the Central Iowa Sports Network. 0-0, top of the second here between the Waukee Northwest Wolves and the Johnston Dragons. Both teams going 3 up, 3 down in the first inning. Brings up the cleanup hitter, number 39, Willow Schmitz, for the Dragons. Showing bunt already. She'll pull back, check swing. Called a strike on the appeal. 0-1 count. Here comes the 0-1 from Schlater. Just inside for ball 1. Schlater deals. High, ball 2. Schmitz ahead of the count. Batting .310 on the season. Shows bunt, pulls back. That one inside, 3-1. Or no, called strike. Two, all even. Deals fouled back up against the netting. Count remains even at 2. We'll do that again, 2-2 driven out back behind the stadium. And the 2-2 for the third time. Schlater deals. High and outside, full count. First time Schlater's faced this all night. Payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled. Out to the stands once again. And we'll do that again. Second payoff pitch. Swung on, driven into center field. Popped up, however. Davis is under that for the first out. No hits yet today.
That brings up number 35, Hannah Haxton.
Bring up number 35, the first baseman, Hannah Haxton. Haxton batting .315 on the season. One outside, 4-1. Later deals the 1-0. And there's strike one. Evens up the count. Swung. Dealt, swung on for strike two. Haxton chased a little high there from Schlater. One-two pitch. That ball high, evens up the count at 2. Pitchers and batters battling today. Haven't seen a very dominant count from either. Schlater, that one swung on. And said Haxton just got the tip of the bat to it. Count remains at 2-all. Schlater, the 2-2. Outside, full count once again for Sophia Schlater. And Haxton hasn't chased really any pitches except for that one high. Payoff. Fouled off into the back netting. And Haxton staying alive here. Full count dealt and fouled off behind once again. Third time's a charm, maybe, for one of these two players. Just in a battle here. It's been a great at-bat for Haxton to stay alive against one of the better pitchers in the state. Schlater, inside, ball 4. We'll bring up number 24, Julia Christensen, the designated player.
The walk brings up number 24, Julia Christensen.
Batting .273 on the season. Does have 20 RBIs. With Haxton on first. One in there, strike one. Schlater deals the 0-1. High and outside for ball 1. 1-1 count, 1 out. Runner on first for the Dragons. Schlater, 1-1 pitch, swung on. And missed by Julian Christensen. Big swing and a miss there. Count now at 1-2. Schlater fires. And in there, 4 strike 3. Christensen goes down looking.
Schlater with the strikeout for out number 2.
Out number 2. Brings up number 37, Emily Swally, the catcher. Swally batting .295 on the year, right-hander. Schlater fires. And in there, chasing the corner for strike 1. Schlater deals the 0-1. Swung on and missed by Swally. 0-2 count already. 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 on for the Dragons. Schlater outside, was looking for that corner again. Brings the count to 1-2. Schlater. High, that evens up the count at 2 for Emily Swally. Schlater in there, swung on, strike 3. Sophia Schlater grabs another strikeout. And Johnston leaves 1 stranded. Still 0-0, headed to the bottom of the second. You're watching CIML Softball on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals. So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Welcome back to CIML Softball on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Thomas Campbell here. Waukee Northwest and Johnston tied at 0, heading to the bottom of the second. Both these teams in the top 5 of the rankings. Both these teams with very tough schedules to close. Waukee Northwest has Ankeny tomorrow at 7 o'clock and then finishes with 3 teams in the top 6. First doubleheader against Southeast Polk on Monday. And they get Dallas Center Rhymes on Tuesday, finishing with the doubleheader against Norwalk on Wednesday. Maggie Allen up to bat, the cleanup hitter for the Wolves, takes strike 1. And Pass deals the 0-1. That one swung on, popped up. Shallow center field. Schmidt's under it for the first out.
That brings up number 17, Meredith Thompson.
Bring up number 17, Meredith Thompson, the left fielder. Thompson batting .404 on the season. Tenpa steals. And Thompson takes ball 1 low. Tenpa fires. That one low as well for ball 2. Tenpas swung on, chopped back, right back to her for the second out as she makes the play over to Haxton.
Up for the Wolves is number 14, your designated player, Lila Appledorn.
Brings up number 14, Lila Appledorn, freshman and designated player. Appledorn batting .337, 29 RBIs on the year. She takes ball one. Two left-handers in a row for the Wolves. Tenpa steals. That one chopped to first base. And fair ball that's deemed and an out. 3 up, 3 down very quickly. The Dragons take down the side. 0-0 going to the top of the third. You're watching CIML softball here on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
It's hard to stop a train.
Welcome back to CIML softball here on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Waukee Northwest and Johnston tied at 0 as we enter the top of the third.
Leading off the
Mentioned before,
Dragons
both
is
teams
number 4,
a tough schedule to
Van
finish.
Rokel.
Following this game, Johnston will take on Urbandale in the Merle Hay rivalry on Wednesday night. We're heading to Dallas Inter Rhymes for the Invitational on Thursday and a matchup at Norwalk next Monday to close out the regular season. Brings up number 4, Reese Van Rokel, the right fielder. Slater deals, swung on strike one. Neither team has given up a hit so far tonight. A pair of walks have put runners on base, one for each team, but no hits yet. Slater deals at outside for ball one. Slater high and outside, ball two, 2-1 count. Slater. Low. Makes the count 3-1. And Rokel does not have to swing unless she likes it here. There's the 3-1. And there, strike two makes it a full count on Van Rokel. Slater, the payoff pitch. High and outside, ball four. Northwest fans in attendance a little unhappy with that.
Walk brings up number 3.
That was very
Chloe
close.
Helgeson.
Brings up number 3, Chloe Helgeson, third baseman. Runner on first for the Dragons, no outs. Slater. One painted corners again for strike one. Helgeson batting .305 on the season. Shows bunt, and that is popped in, caught by Hazel-Linen. Brilliant play.
Hazel-Linen
charged
catch of the day. She is
as soon as Helgeson showed bunt and
from our sponsor Z-Merit.
did very well. We take another look at that. Found that over the sun, made the diving catch behind her. Back to the top of the order, number 10, Grace Anderson. Swung on, chopped towards the second baseman. And the Wolves just take the play at first. That ball thrown all the way into the outfield. No advance on the runner, Van Rokel. Anderson grounds out to first. Brings up number 43, Reagan Pitts. She struck out swinging in her first at-bat. Runner on second for the Dragons. Pitts pops that one up right back towards the press box. Caught right in front of us.
We just been awarded the second Z Mendez catch of the day.
Appeared to be a Northwest baseball player there. 0-1 the count now. Schlater deals. Swung on, pop. Fouled back into the back net by Pitts. And Rokel on second, 2 strikes, 2 outs for the Dragons. Schlater deals. Swung on in, strikeout. Second strikeout of the day for Reagan Pitts. Brings an end to the top of the third. Still 0-0. You're watching CIML Softball here on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Welcome back to CIML Softball here on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Thomas Campbell here. Waukee Northwest Wolves, Johnston Dragons, top 5 matchup in the CIML.
Catch, number 5, Hazel Linen.
Number 5, Hazel Linen up to the plate. She had a very strong showing in the first matchup between these two teams. 3 hits, 4 RBIs. Swings on the first pitch, that shot to the shortstop. And the play is made. Breiner's over to Haxton for the first out. Brings up number 6, Elena Schulte, the junior
Down
second baseman.
Northwest is number 6, second baseman Elena Schulte.
Schulte batting .391. Tenpa steals. Ball 1. Tenpa swung on, driven right field. Back. Van Rokel can't hold on to it. That's the first hit of the game. Here comes Schulte, slides into third, and that's a triple for the Wolves.
Schulte makes her way to third for a
Elena
triple.
Schulte's first triple of the entire
number
season.
16, center fielder, Shay Davis.
That'll bring up number 16, Shay Davis, the center fielder. 1 out and a run in scoring position for Northwest. Tenpa steals. There for strike 1. Davis takes. Davis batting .352. She has 23 RBIs on the season. Shows bunt, foul bunt there. Schulte was coming in to score. 0-2 the count now for Shay Davis. Likely has already used her bunt attempt. Wouldn't want to risk it with a 2-strike count. Tenpa steals the 0-2. Davis shows bunt again, and the first run scores. Davis is safe at first and advances to second. Northwest takes a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the third. Schulte comes home to score. Infield timeout for the Dragons here. Waukee Northwest scores a quick run here in the bottom of the third. Thanks to the brilliant hit of Elena Schulte, then a nice bunt lay down with 2 strikes from Shea Davis. Brings back to the top of the order with number 11,
All right,
Sophia Schlater.
Number 11, Sophia
Schlater popped out to center field in her last at-bat. Runner on second. Schlater swings out that one, bounce to the shortstop. Out at first is Schlater, but she advances Davis to third. Now runner on third for Anya Van Zetten, who walked
number 1
in her first. Van Zetten batting .510 on the season. 10 pass. Swung on by Van Zetten, popped up to the shortstop. Reiner's under it and grabs the third out. Northwest strands one and scores one. Wolves lead 1-0.
Head to the top
end of the
four.
third. You're listening
Northwest
to CIML
1, Johnston
Softball
0.
on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Welcome back to CIML Softball here on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Thomas Campbell here.
Last week, we celebrated
Waukee
the end of the
Northwest
chapter.
leading 1-0 over the Johnston
moves
Dragons.
on to the Iowa Girls Athletic Association.
To a
However,
RBI
today,
bunt
we make a
from
new
Shea
chapter,
Davis,
and we celebrate Justin
following
Knowles'
Elena
first day.
Schulte's triple.
Justin comes to us, makes the short
Her only
trip
triple
from
of the
Prairie
year.
View, makes the short trip over here to Northwest. Let's give a big round of applause for Justin Knowles' first day.
The announcer announcing the brand new Waukee Northwest Athletic Director Justin Ohl. Ohl prior the basketball coach at Waukee. Led the Waukee Warriors to a Class 4A state title in 2021. Then moved to the athletic director at Northwest 8-9 feeder Prairie View. Takes over for Jim Dewey, the longtime athletic director here at Northwest. Little infield meeting before they get the top of the fourth underway. The number 25, Gracie Rainers, up to bat for the Dragons. She struck out in her first at-bat. Northwest won both games in the doubleheader earlier this year. Take a short break and come back when the inning starts.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals. So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
And welcome back to CIML Softball on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Johnston Dragons and the Waukee Northwest Wolves getting the top of the fourth inning away. Northwest leads 1-0. Gracie Reiners up to bat for the Dragons. Takes ball one high. She struck out in her first appearance. Sophia Schlater, still dealing, has not given up a hit, has given up 2 walks. Schlater deals the 1-0. That high and outside brings it to a 2-0 count. Schlater fires the 2-0, swung on by Reiners for strike 1. Big swing and a miss. Two-one count. Schlater deals high and inside once again, ball 3. Reiners doesn't necessarily have to swing here unless she sees something she likes with the 3-1 count. Schlater fires. That one inside, or no. Called strike, brings that to full count. Schlater, the payoff pitch to Reiners. Swung on, driven into left field. And that gets down around the running track. Reiners around to second. A standing double to open up the top of the fourth for Johnston. First hit of the game for the Dragons. Driven into the gap there by Gracie Reiners. Easy stand-up double. Brings up number 39, Willow Schmitz, the cleanup.
That brings up number 39, Willow Schmitz.
Popped out to center in her first at-bat. Schlater sets and fires, swung on and missed by Schmitz. A 1 count. Schlater deals. That's a bunt. Once again caught by Leinen.
Leinen with the catch.
Reiners gets back to second. 1 out. Brings up number 35, Hannah Haxton. Advanced to first on a walk in her first at-bat. Schlater sets and fires that one in there for strike 1. Haxton watches it go by. She's batting .315. She has 13 RBIs on the season. Runner in scoring position for the Dragons here. High and outside for ball 1. Schlater deals. That one in there, strike 2, 1-2 count. The 1-2 pitch swung on and fouled out of the stadium. Over back towards the Waukee Northwest baseball fields. A gorgeous, gorgeous July night here in Waukee, Iowa. Schlater, the 1-2. In there, strike 3 looking on Hannah Haxton.
Schlater with the strikeout for out number 2.
2 outs now.
That brings up number 24.
Runner in scoring position for Johnston. Reiners still on second after that double. Brings up number 24, Julia Christensen. Designated player, struck out looking in her first at-bat. Schlater, the 0-1, swung on, big cut and a miss by Christensen. 0-1 from Schlater. In there for strike 2. 0-2 count already on Christensen. Schlater, high and inside, ball 1. Kenley Sanger just trying to hold Gracie Reiners on that base right after the pitch hits her glove. Slater, the 1-2 swung on and waved at completely by Julia Christensen. That brings us to the bottom of the 4th. Johnston leaves 1 stranded. Northwest leads 1-0. You're listening to CIML Softball on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here, and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Welcome back to CIML Softball here on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Waukee Northwest leads the Johnston Dragons 1-0 in the bottom of the 4th.
All right, Wolves fans.
Thomas Campbell here.
Clap your hands, make some noise for number 7, Laurel Richards.
Number 7, Laurel Richards, the senior, coming up for the Wolves. She popped out foul to first base in her first at-bat. Tenpa steals. One low and outside, ball 1. Only 2 hits for the Wolves today, leading to that run in the bottom of the 3rd. Tenpas deals the 0-1. That one popped right field. Van Rokel under it for the first out.
Go Maggie.
Bring up number 2, Maggie Allen.
That brings up number 2, Maggie Allen.
Tenpa steals. One outside for ball 1. One 0 pitch. High and inside, ball 2. Allen ahead of the count early. (2-0). Low and in the dirt. Makes it a 3-0 count. Batter's dream can sit on anything. Don't have to swing unless they like it. Jensen Tempas is trying to get back into this at-bat. That one in there, strike 1. (3-1) count for Maggie Allen. The 3-1. High and outside, ball 4. Puts another runner on base for the Wolves. That brings up number 17, Meredith Thompson, the left fielder. Pause the first pitch of the at-bat. That's chopped to second. And the play is made. Schmitz to Haxton for the first out. Allen advances to second. 2 outs now for the Dragons.
That brings up number 14, Leela Appledorn.
14 designated player Leela Appledorn, the freshman, up to bat now. Tempas fires. That's in there for strike 1. Dorn watches that one go by. Tempos rocks back the 0-1. Shot right back at her. And the play is made. Gracie Rayners over to Hannah Axton to get the third out.
After 4
Well, that brings us to the bottom of the fourth. Score remains Northwest 1, Johnston nothing. We'll be back. You're watching CIML Softball on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Welcome back to CIML Softball here on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Thomas Campbell here at beautiful Northwest Stadium as Johnston visits the Northwest Wolves, the #1 team in the state at the moment. Wolves lead 1-0 here in the top of the fifth. Number 37, Emily Swally up to bat. Schlater deals and swung on by Swally for 0-1. Schlater still in. Has pitched 4 shutout innings so far, only giving up 1 hit. The double to Gracie Rayners. The 0-1 fouled off back the net by Swally. Oh, 0-2 count here. Schlater fires. Check swing. No go. Makes it 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs, no runners on base. Schlater deals. Swung on and fouled back against the net once again. Count remains at 1-2. Schlater, 1-2. That one high, evens up the count at 2-all. Johnston only 1 hit today. Swally lets that one go by. 4-3-2 makes it a full count here. Sophia Schlater and Emily Swally dueling. Schlater, the payoff pitch. Swung on. And that drops to Elena Schulte, who makes the play over to Laura Richards for the first out.
Schulte to Richards, number 1. That brings up number 4, Reese Van Rokel.
Take another look at that. It's just, that brings up number 4, Reese Van Rokel. Lets that one goes by, 4-1. Schlater, 1-0 pitch. In there, strike 1. Just catching the outside corner. A 1-1. Swung on, fouled low. One, 2 count now for Van Rokel. A 1-2 pitch. High, 4-2. Count even, 2-2. Schlater deals. That one catches the outside corner for strike 3. Van Rokel goes down looking for out number 2.
That brings up number 3.
Number 3, Chloe Helgson. third baseman, bottom of the order for the Dragons. Slater fires. Went high and inside, ball one. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Johnston still looking to get something going with the bats. Slater deals. That one low, ball 2. 2-0 count. Slater fires the 2-0, swung on, popped up to left field. Thompson under it for the 3rd out. Northwest retires the side. 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the 5th. Wolves lead 1-0 over the Johnston Dragons. You're watching CIML Softball on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
It's hard to stop a train.
Welcome back to the Den here at Northwest. Wolves lead the Johnston Dragons 1-0 here in this top 5 clash of CIML opponents. Thomas Campbell here for the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Noise for number 5.
Not a lot
Hazel
of offense.
Lyman.
Northwest only with 2 hits, Johnston with 1. Hazel lining up to the plate. She popped out in her first at-bat. The pass still in the circle for the Dragons. Deals the 0-1, that fouled off behind by Lynan. No balls, 1 strike. Tempas steals. 1. Can't quite catch the corner. Evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tempas, the 1-1. Swung on by Lynan. Grounded to Schmitz. Schmitz over to Haxton, makes the play at first for the 1st out of the bottom of the 5th.
That brings up number 6, Elaine Schulte.
Number 6, Elena Schulte. She had a triple in her first at-bat and scored off of the Shay Davis bunt following. Tempas deals. Schulte takes for ball 1. The 1-0. Swung on, popped up into left field. Hits under it, grabs the 2nd out. Schulte pops up 2 Reagan pits. 2 outs now in the bottom of the 5th.
Davis.
Brings up number 16, the center fielder, Shay Davis, the only RBI of the game so far, coming on her bunt earlier in the bottom of the 3rd. Tempas rocks back, fires, swung on by Davis to this. Second baseman Schmitz takes care of that. Over to Haxton for the 3rd out. Johnston goes 3 up, 3 down to the bottom of the 5th. Northwest still leads 1-0. You're watching CIML Softball on the Central Iowa Sports Network. We'll be back.
It's hard to stop a train.
Welcome back to CIML softball here on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Thomas Campbell here in Waukee, Iowa. Waukee Northwest leads the Johnston Dragons 1-0 in the top of the 6th. But a pitcher's duel here between the Wolves and Dragons. Only 3 hits in total, 2 hits to the Wolves, 1 hit to the Dragons. And Johnston running out of opportunities. They have 2 innings left to find something. And if they can't, the Wolves will be plenty content with their 1 run. Back to the top of the order. That popped above. Pinch hitter for the Dragons, Callie Gibson. Gibson takes that one high.
Leading things off is number 5, Callie Gibson.
Slater rocks back. That one popped out of the stadium for another foul ball. Makes it a 1-2 count. No outs. Slater rocks back and fires the 1-2. That one high, ball 2. Gibson knew it the second it came out of the hand. Count even at 2. Slater. Gibson swings and misses for strike 3. Swinging strikeout for Callie Gibson in her first at-bat. Brings up number 43, Reagan Pitts.
Now Johnston's number 43, Reagan Pitts.
It's 2 strikeouts so far. Shows bunt and takes for strike 1. Slater, the 0-1. Bunt, front Pitts, and caught by Richards. Richards was charging as soon as Pitts showed bunt. That's 2 outs already for the Dragons here in the top of the 6th. Brings up number 25, Gracie Rainers.
Gracie Rainers.
She's the only hit of the game for Johnston, a double in her prior at-bat. Slater rocks back. Rainers takes that one for ball 1. Just inside. Slater, the 1-0. High and outside, ball 2. Slater, the 2-0. Rainers takes that one high for ball 3. Hitters count. 3 balls, 2 outs, no one on base for Johnston. Gracie Rainers at the plate. Slater fires that one in there, finally finds the strike zone for the first strike of the at-bat. Makes it a 3-1 count. Slater fires, swung on, driven into center field. Davis under it, grabs the 3rd out of the inning.
Davis with the catch, route number 3. Wolves fans, I'm going to ask you to get up on your feet and make some noise.
And to the top of the 6th,
Give this
Northwest leads 1-0. You're watching CIML softball here on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Welcome back to CIML softball here on the Central Iowa Sports Network in Waukee, Iowa. The Waukee Northwest Wolves lead the Johnston Dragons 1-0, headed to the bottom of the 6th. Wolves looking to build a little bit of cushion to give their defense.
Wolf fans, let's get crazy here for number 11, Sophia Schlater.
And that brings us back to the top of the order, number 11, Sophia Schlater. Jensen Tenpas still in the circle. So far has only given up 2 hits and 1 earned run. All in all, has had a pretty solid game on the mound. Tenpas fires, swung on, popped to the second baseman, Willow Schmitz. She makes the play.
Let's make some noise for number 1,
brings
right
up
fielder,
number 1,
Anya Van
Zetten, the right fielder. She's reached base once tonight on a walk. Tenpas fires, that one outside, ball 1. Tenpas. Outside for ball 2. Johnston does not want to be behind in any counts, knowing they essentially want to go 3 up, 3 down here. Give their offense a better chance of coming back in this game. Tenpas fires, that one's fouled away. Count was changed to 1-1 right before that pitch. Makes it 1-2 now. Tenpas rocks back, swung on, chopped to the third baseman. Helton can't quite glove it. And Van Zetten reaches base. One ruled as a hit for the Wolves.
Van Zetten makes her way to first.
Their third hit of
number
the game.
7, Laurel Richards.
Brings up number 7, Laurel Richards, first baseman. Tenpas fires, Van Zetten going. She reaches second safely, gets the steal. Runner now on second, count 1-0. 1 out for the Wolves. .0 pitch. One outside for ball 2. Jensen Tenpas once again behind in the count. Tenpas, the 2-0 outside. 3-0 now. 3-0 count, 1 out. Runner on second for Northwest. Laurel Richards, who leads the team in RBIs at the plate. One in there and high for ball 4. And Van Zetten steals. Well, Johnston wasn't looking. Runners on the corners now for the Wolves.
Van Zetten makes her way to third. Richards draws the walk.
Maggie Allen now to the plate.
Into
Shortstop.
run is 23, Claire Martins. And up to bat is number 2, Maggie Allen.
Go Maggie.
Runners on the corners for the Wolves. Maggie Allen at the plate. 1 out, bottom of the 6th. There's the 0-0. Pinch runner, Claire Martins, advances to second. .0 count. Tenpas steals. Allen shows bunt, lays that one down and foul. just bounces beyond the line. Northwest only run tonight coming from a bunt. RBI bunt from Shea Davis earlier in the bottom of the third. The only run, not just for Northwest, but of the game so far. 1-1 count, 1 out. Runners on second and third, Tenpas. That one swung on and driven into right field. 1 run scores, and 2 run scores on the single from Maggie Allen. It's a 3-0 Northwest lead here in the bottom of the 6th.
Allen with the base hit, scores 2.
The 4th hit of the game. 2 RBIs there for Maggie Allen.
Now up for your Wolves is number 17, Meredith Thompson.
17, Meredith Thompson, the left fielder, up to bat now.
Go, Mayor.
Tempas fires that one low. Allen going and reaches on the high throw from Emily Swally. No count to Thompson. 1 in there for strike 1, evens up the count. Runner on second, 1 out. Meredith Thompson at the plate. Tempas fires the 1-1. Thompson shows bunt, lays that one down, and gets the first easily. Allen advances to second. Thompson goes to second, and on the error, Allen going home. There's the plate, and she's out at the plate. Tag made by Emily Swally. Take another look at that one.
And for the Wolves is number 14,
Head coach
Leela
Senzer.
Appledorn.
Tag made by Swally. Runner at second now, 2 outs. Leela Appledorn, plate number 14. She takes strike 1. The 0-1, high and inside for ball 1. Fouled off by Appledorn. Down the right field line. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Runner on second for the Wolves. Leela Appledorn at the plate. 1-2, swung on and into center field from Appledorn. Thompson will be held at third. Runners on the corners now for Northwest.
Appledorn with the base hit. Brings up number 5, Hazel Lyman.
Go, Hazel.
Little discussion there between the Northwest coach and the home plate umpire. He's in the line and at the plate, 2 outs, runners on the corners. And Boss steals. Swung on and fouled off the net. Pinch runner now for the Wolves. The number 15, Isla Hansen.
In the run is number 15, Isla Hansen.
Hansen at third.
Come on, Hazel.
Leinen drives that one foul. Edie Collins pinch running at first, so it's Collins at first, Hansen at third. Hazel Linen at the plate. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners in the corners. And Bastiles. That one grounded to second base. And it gets through. Run scores. 4-0 out. Runner interference. And that's the 3rd out. That'll bring us to the top of the 7th.
After 6 innings,
Northwest scores
Wolves
2
take the
on
lead
3
3-0.
hits. And leave 2 on base. But they lead 3-0. You're watching CIML Softball on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Leading off is number
Welcome back
39,
to Central
Willow
Iowa.
Smith for Johnston.
To the Central Iowa Sports Network, we've got CIML Softball. Johnston backs against the wall, top of the 7th, trail 3-0 here at Northwest. Lead off Willow Schmitz takes that one in there. 4 strike 1. Sophia Schlater still in the circle for Northwest, only giving up 1 hit. That one high and behind. Going back to the backstop. Evens up the count at 1. 1-1 count. Schlater. Eye for ball 2.
What's up? Here we go.
Schlater rocks and deals the 2-1. High and inside, ball 3. 3-1 count. No outs. Schmitz at the plate. Schmitz swings on that one, popped up into center field. And Shea Davis makes the play on that one for the first out.
Davis with catch, route number 1.
Brings Hannah Haxton to the plate. Haxton advanced to first on a walk in the first inning. Schlater fires. Paxton, cut and miss. Strike 1 with 1 out. Johnston down to their last few batters. Schlater fires. That one watched for strike 2, 0-2 count. Count, 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Northwest leads 3-0. Schlater rock backs and fires. That one in there, high for ball 1. 1-2 count. To Hannah Haxton. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and into center field. Davis makes the play on the line out. Johnston now down to their last batter. Pinch hitting, Claire Stiles.
In to hit for Johnston is number 20, Claire Stiles.
Stiles batting only .192 on the season. Schlater rocks back, fires that one. Cut, missed. Strike one.
Here we go.
Schlater. The 0-1 pitch. High, evens up the count. Schlater, the 1-1. Swung on, missed. By Styles.
One more go.
Johnston down to their last strike. 1-2 count, bottom of the 7th. Clears Styles at the plate. Schlater, the 1-2. Low. Evens the count at 2. Schlater, the 2-2. Swung on and missed.
Good job, Wolves. Good job, Wolves.
Johnston goes down
And
3-0, and that'll do it. Northwest wins.
Northwest
3-0
victory by a score of
over
3-0.
the Johnston Dragons. Northwest 6 hits, 3
Ladies
runs.
and gentlemen, we will be back in action
Johnston 1 hit, no
tomorrow.
run, 1 error.
JV starting at 5 o'clock.
Big outing for
And at
Sophia
7
Schlater.
o'clock will be the varsity. We will be playing
7
against
shutout
the Ankeny
innings,
Hawks.
only gave up 1
Also,
hit.
reminder, tomorrow at the 7 o'clock game, we'll be
Jensen
doing some t-shirt
Tenbos
tosses,
gives up 6
so
hits,
get
3
ready.
runs in 6 innings pitched.
Also, a big thank you for the Z Merrick's,
Northwest
Z Mendes catch of the
sweeps the
game
season
that
series
hit the
over
line
the
in.
Johnston Dragons.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you could, please dispose of your trash properly. Keep this facility looking nice. And we will see you tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.
That advances their record to 31-3 on the year. Northwest back in action tomorrow night against Ankeny. Johnston also back in action on Wednesday night, taking on Urbandale. But that will do it. Here from Waukee, signing off, Thomas Campbell. You've been watching CIML Softball on the Central Iowa Sports Network.